Inside each of us, there is a wild plain, a vast, nameless land that needs healing, a land hidden in the deepest layer of the inner life. It is not a place we can see with ordinary eyes, yet it is a place we always carry with us, whether we are living, breathing, or walking through the stream of life. Some people pass through that plain in dreams. Some, like Dylan, the protagonist of the celebrated novel The Ferryman, only recognize it after death. The psychologist Catherine once said that those who look outward are dreaming, those who look inward awaken. This is not only a work of fiction, it is a path the author offers to remind us to wake up, to heal, and to dare to return within. It may be the very path you are on or about to walk. Warm greetings to you. Welcome back to Love and Life, the channel for sharing knowledge on holistic self-development through great books. This week, I would like to share an episode titled, "Darkness Does Not Come to Devour You. It Comes So That You May Find the Light," through the novel The Ferryman by Claire McFall. The ferryman is literally the boatman. The common English title is The Ferryman, a name that may mislead new readers into thinking the book is purely metaphysical, yet behind that fictional shell are slices of life that are very real, woven into the lost and awakening journey of every person. The book is not only an engrossing story, it is also a mirror of the inner world, leaving quiet philosophies that help us live more meaningfully and fully on the road ahead. Upon release, the novel moved the hearts of millions of readers around the world. It quickly entered the New York Times bestseller list and has been translated and republished in more than 33 countries. If you are hesitating at life's crossroads, if you are unsure how to go on after wounds, if at times you feel frozen in the stalemate of existence, this book may call up in you the guidance most fitting for your next step. Now please listen. Each of us holds a wild plain and a darkness within that we must cross and heal. Dylan grows up in a broken home. Though only 15, she faces loneliness and deep psychic hurt. At home, her busy mother never tries to understand, so they have nothing to say to one another. At school, her classmates bully and shun her. One day, exhausted by it all, she boards a train to visit the father she has not seen for a long time. The train crashes. Dylan is the only fatality. She becomes a solitary soul wandering the wild plain, a threshold land where living and dead brush against each other. Here she must wait for a guide who will take her to the home, the place where souls like hers can rest and be reborn. At first, Dylan thinks she is only trapped and that rescuers will come, that she will return to her old life. Then Tristan, a guide of souls, appears. He tells her the truth. She has died. If she wants rebirth, she must cross this wild plain. Dylan imagines meadows and flowers, but after 2 days with Tristan, she sees the plain for what it is: jagged mountains, barren ridges, a single forsaken figure, wind like knives, a red haze over dangerous ground. Worst of all, when night falls, darkness and demons prowl. They crave to swallow wandering souls and drag them down to a pit where the sun never rises. Dylan at times blames Tristan for bringing her to such a place. Later, she understands the road each soul walks is the embodiment of its own mind, its fears, its past ghosts not yet released. In truth, this plain does not wait for death to appear. It is a lucid metaphor for those of us still breathing. Each of us holds a wild inner step that we must face, cross, and heal. Before the fateful train, Dylan lives in a numb and chilly society. Her school has 3 floors of identical rooms, uniform on the outside, stifling within. Each classroom a copy of soulless standardization. Only bodies acting like machines, mouths spilling cliches, as if performing a grand play to change fate, yet going nowhere. This is the spiritual plane. How then do we fight and cross the darkness? The universe has given us 3 weapons, not to destroy darkness, but to see it, and to keep your inner light from being snuffed out even as you walk through it. The first weapon is the understanding that what you see is the projection of your heart. As Dylan travels with Tristan, she notices the weather changes unnaturally. Tristan tells her the plane mirrors the inner life. If her mind is calm and steady, the weather clears, the sky opens, the sun is gentle. If she is angry, the sky blackens, winds whip, clouds roll, thunder roars. The darker her mood, the thicker the night. Dylan learns to regulate feeling and keep her inner lamp, to remain composed. Then the weather grows mild, the terrain less harsh, and they find shelter more safely. In fact, this is already happening in our lives. Psychology calls it projection. The outer world we fixate on reflects our inner state. If you start to complain the world turns gray, you stand inside the gray and emit more blame. The people and events that irk you are drawn by your own negative field. The world is a mirror. Frown at it and it frowns. Smile and it smiles. Not because the outside is better, but because the gaze inside you has changed. You are no longer ruled by negative emotion, fear, anger, and hurt. Do not drive your reactions. You begin to see that peace does not come from controlling the world to match your will. It comes from mastering the emotions and mind you carry. Then the wild plain is no longer only a place of ambush. It becomes a space of transformation where you can see the cracks in your soul and learn to heal them. Crossing is not for running from darkness. It is for standing before the hidden layers of your own heart. Darkness is not born to devour you. It is born so you may find light. Light does not annihilate darkness. It strips darkness of its power. Where light is, ignorance cannot remain. When the inner light is strong enough, darkness cannot touch you. If you abide within, then whether in life or beyond, you have a home to return to. The second weapon is the realization that any soul lit by love and goodness becomes a guide for itself and for others. Tristan is a lonely figure. He has no name, no fixed face, no kin, yet he keeps helping newly dead souls. Most dump their raw feelings on him. Some resent him for bringing them to the plane. No one has cared for him. Dylan does. She sees him with gentle eyes. When she learns his secret, she apologizes and comforts him. He is moved. Later, at a chasm, Dylan is seized by a swarm of wraiths. Tristan dives in to save her. She asks why he risked himself. He says he has guided countless souls. Only she has offered him true kindness. The world is like that. You pull me to shore, and in truth, you are already carrying me across. Kindness is never a one-way road. It echoes. You give warmth, and warmth returns. You lay a bridge for someone, and another will open a path for you. Through that sincerity, 2 lost souls in the plane come to each other and love. When they reach the border, Dylan steps through the light. Tristan is stopped. They part without promise. Dylan enters a heaven-like realm where souls never fade, where plenty exceeds anything known in life. Yet the journey across the plane has many readers are moved by their love that crosses life and death. Love and life also sees a wider teaching. Beyond romance lies the third weapon, a power that frees us from darkness, hurt, and craving. It is the capacity to see that love is not only being side by side, it is a chance to awaken. Tristan is a strange being. His appearance changes to match the soul before him so that they can accept his help. To a fallen soldier, he looks like an old officer. To a child, he looks like Santa. But with Dylan, he does not change. She sees him as he is, not as a form woven by fear. Why, some say because Dylan is his true love. Deeper still, Dylan has stepped onto the path of loving herself. Tristan is the other half of her soul. Not in a casual romantic sense, but as the part that was strong when she was weak, clear when she was panicked, protective when she was lost. He is the fragment long abandoned, also fearful, bound by rules in the dark plane. Dylan sees that part, names it, embraces it, and brings it home. When the two halves unite, she needs no external guide. She becomes her own ferryman. The Ferryman is not only a tale of intense love, it is a journey inward, a homecoming, a self-rescue, a union with the true self. When you dare to love, lead, and reconcile with yourself, when you return for the parts once left behind and stop rejecting your shadow, you truly come home. Home is the quiet place where you are whole with yourself. To some, the ending may sound like a jest at the material world, where even two united souls are not allowed to remain in heaven, but must return as humans. Yet what of it? What if one must face suffering and survival again? If the soul is united and the heart knows how to love itself, then the human world can become your heaven. Not because the world has changed, because you have. Then wherever you are and whatever you face, whether in shadow or in light, whether in the unseen or among people, you are not lost. Understand this. Whatever difficulty or darkness arises, you can keep walking home to self-love and wholeness. What does love of self look like? In fear, anxiety, and anger. You look within. You stay calm. You master your response. Instead of leaning on others, you trust and respect yourself. Whatever life becomes, you still treat those around you with goodness and sincerity. Carl Jung said that people will invent any absurdity to avoid facing their own soul. Only those who face it awaken, rather than fleeing, become inwardly strong. Meet the rise and fall of life and save yourself. The author says the wild plane in the book is the wild plane in her soul. It is also the wild plane in each of us. The only way to rescue yourself is to cross it. May you and I be brave and steadfast until the end on the journey home. Thank you for listening. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who needs it. Do not forget to give me a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to catch our newest videos every week. Once again, thank you, and see you in the next videos.